Welcome to a new video with the electric trucker. I'm at the International Truck Grand Prix. It's a big trucker meetup where I showcase my own truck, and they will have a race with modified diesel trucks. I'm at the Hahn Racing booth. This truck has already been out on the track today. Hahn Racing built it themselves and runs their own racing team. But Pascal is about to show me something special because we're not here for the diesel truck. The real highlight is their electric race truck over here.
It looks like a normal race truck, but this is actually the world's first fully electric race truck. It delivers a system output of 900 kilowatts, or about 1,100 horsepower. Power comes from 4 large battery packs with a total capacity of 256 kilowatt hours, and the design follows the Iveco Sway, since a race truck has to be based on a production model.
The front looks pretty classic. If you only saw it from the front, you'd think it's just a normal race truck. But the crazy part is really the rear design. It's got a massive spoiler, and from behind it looks seriously impressive.
We've got the regular electric axle installed, but with completely custom software. Down below, you can see the 4 battery packs placed as low as possible to keep the center of gravity down. The total weight of the truck is 5.5 tons. Each battery pack weighs 400 kilograms, and they're 800 volt units. The range is designed so that we can cover the same distance as the conventional race trucks. Here at the Nürburgring, that's about 12 laps. You could theoretically add more, but weight optimization is key. Charging works with CCS at up to 500 kilowatts. If we take a look inside, you can see we're far from a production vehicle. There's a full roll cage, which you'd never find in a normal truck. Everything unnecessary has been stripped out to save weight, leaving only the essential electronics. We developed custom software together with Bosch specifically for this truck, since there was nothing comparable before. We had to start from scratch, figuring out how the vehicle should function, which components need to power up, what safety protocols to follow in case of emergencies. But building a racing series takes much more than just the truck itself. We need to have the right charging infrastructure at the racetracks. We need a proper safety concept. We need to excite people about esports, about e-racing. Sound is also a topic, and there are so many aspects that are beyond our control. But with this project, our goal was to show it is possible. We can start into a sustainable future in truck racing.
I've climbed inside, had to reattach the steering wheel, and we're firing the truck up. I can see the speed. I even see the lap time. I see brake disc temperatures, then the RPM of the E-axle, or rather the 2 electric motors, battery level, battery temperature, motor temperature, and the coolant temperature for the batteries.
There was no concept, no blueprint we could really follow. We had to implement the entire software specifically for truck racing. A conventional race truck has a regular manual gearbox, but of course that's gone here. And for the first time, we even have the option of launching from a standstill. Normally, races always start with the trucks already driving. For people unfamiliar with truck racing, this is a great way to show the sheer force and power behind it. If I put this e-truck up against a Porsche or maybe even a Ferrari in acceleration, you'd be surprised. Right now, the top speed is 130 kilometers per hour, or about 80 miles per hour with the stock axle, but we could push it to 160 kilometers per hour, or about 100 miles per hour. We've also got digital side mirrors. They're not mandatory, but we wanted to prove that it works. Then there's an air suspension setup, plus we have to control and adjust the pneumatic brake pressure system so the driver can fine-tune the correct brake balance between the front and rear axles during a race.
Now we're up at the front and can take a look under the hood.
What you see here are the coolers for the rear axle. All the way in the back are the coolers for the battery modules, which can also be cooled with an additional fan when the truck is standing still. Then we've got the high voltage e-compressor and the electric steering, plus a few expansion tanks. Other than that, there's a lot of space left for airflow. The tunnel was modified so we can achieve the cooling performance we need and fit in the radiator size required.
Thank you so much for the insights. There isn't a racing series for it yet, but it makes me excited for the future.
Part of our business is building race trucks. And with this, we've shown what's already possible today.
Cool. I'll take a closer look at the trucks on display here, and then the race is going to start. I think there are actually 2 races today. It's interesting that they only run 12 laps, which takes at most about half an hour. I guess that is the limit for man and machine. But for electric mobility, it's super interesting because the battery electric truck we saw is fully capable of handling it.
Kilometer zu fahren, Dachlichtbelastung und dann pro Stunde eine Schnellladekapazität von 350 Kilowatt. Dieser Elektrokraft wird die das hinein und am Ende ist ausgeblüht, Aufschere, die ist als Genossenschaft das Geld übergeben der ersten Stadtteil, war natürlich Mattfehler und ein Anbremsphase AMG Arena, aber einer attackiert. Das ist der Dreiertraktor. Im Ausgangsbereich der AMG Arena, diese beiden Iveco Sway und dann das 2 und 4 unterwegs. Wenn ihr rein was ist das bisschen hat, die beiden schön sind momentan dabei, den Dreiteiler Volkswagen zu attackieren, den Panzer zu attackieren. Die Attacke kommt zu spät, das heißt hier nicht so weit wie das hat, kein Fokus hin, das ist hier hier, nicht das so rein auf hier, das war der 5. Punkt, einer ist der 6. Dieser Tag auf der 15.
Things have calmed down a bit, so I'm taking this moment to show you something really exciting. The Iveco Sway 2026 model. What immediately stands out? The new look. You've seen the hydrogen video, and this truck basically has the same front. The color mix is awful, but in black and white, like I tested it, it looks amazing. For now, it's only available as a left-hand drive because the headlights were only approved for left-hand traffic. It has the new aerodynamic front according to the latest EU regulations. It's not a mix of Iveco and Nikola anymore. It's based on the classic Iveco Sway, probably the 2024 model year, including the interior and other details. It also now comes with digital side mirrors. The battery is completely new. No more Proterra cells like the old one. It now uses the same concept as the Mercedes e-Actros 600, with CATL-LFP batteries installed crosswise under the frame. Basically, they're slid in like chocolate bars. The battery has a gross capacity of 604 kilowatt-hours, of which 586 are usable, giving more usable capacity than the old NMC battery, which only had 550. It keeps the same e-axle, which is really cool, meaning smooth acceleration from 0 to 90 kilometers per hour in one go. It also has a 22 kilowatt inverter, so you can power a refrigerated trailer or other devices. They've also updated the charging port, making it a bit more high-end. For now, it's only on the left side, but many e-truckers wish for both left and right charging options, especially during this transitional period with not enough truck charging parks. We're inside, and this is the classic Iveco Sway interior, basically the same as all the diesel versions. The dashboard is familiar, and everything else, the bed, refrigerators, seats, upper bed, and storage compartments, is completely identical to mine. They didn't change anything there. It doesn't have the huge screen anymore, just a smaller display, and the steering wheel is different. It comes with digital side mirrors, though you can still get regular mirrors at an extra cost. There are plenty of physical buttons, including for the climate control. The multimedia system is only for navigation and audio. You can't adjust vehicle-specific settings there. For the first time, it has driving modes. My previous Iveco always ran at full power, no matter what. Now there's a mode selector where you can switch between performance, eco, and normal. I'm curious to see if it also delivers the 1069 horsepower. It has a standard adaptive cruise control and I believe a lane assist system. It even has PPC, similar to the e-Actros 600, so it knows from GPS and map data when to slow down or reduce speed to maximize regen. Regenerative braking is still adjustable in 6 levels. You can set a maximum SOC, a minimum SOC for disconnecting, and even a maximum charge power limit, from 120 to 350 kilowatts. It also displays battery temperatures. You can also see the temperature of the electric motors. I'm not a fan of cramming all important info into such a small display. Most manufacturers do this, and the right-hand display hardly shows anything. That space could be used much more efficiently to show consumption data or other configurable info for the driver. But all the essential information is there, and in the end, it even provides more info than the old Iveco Sway. Honestly, this truck has everything you could want, and I'm a fan of this electric axle with smooth power delivery with no shifting. Of course, it's still very heavy, which is the only drawback. But otherwise, great design. The only things missing now are a right-side charging port and 400 kilowatt charging. But those are really minor points. Overall, it's a solid step forward. That was my quick look at the Truck Grand Prix at the Nürburgring. I'm curious if we'll ever see an electric racing series. I honestly don't think anytime soon. The market for truck racing is just too small. You could start with a small race for electric trucks, but you'd first need private teams willing to build them. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.